Shalom, shalom, Israel. I'm the brother Nagad from the Camp of Prophets in Babylon down in Tampa, Florida. I want to start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rukakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well, peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, listening, watching, truth and sincerity. I wanted to get into a quick lesson today, all right? The brother GMS dedication posted it, all right? And it says, you become unstoppable when you learn to keep going without a pause, right? And that's when you become unstoppable, right? Because most people, they need a pause, they need validation, right? We don't seek validation. We don't need validation from anybody except the Lord, right? Not 2/3, not Jake, not woman, right? We don't seek validation from him, right? We seek validation from the Lord, whether we're doing the right thing or not, right? It's called having integrity, right? That's why we don't care how we're looked by the world. We care how we look, but we care how we look towards the Lord, right? The world gonna call us crazy, think we insane, right? But we know we don't have anything to worry about, right? Because we're doing what's right for the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Okay? They think what we're doing is pointless, right? It ain't gonna get us nowhere, right? They tell us to go get a job, right? But what? We know we're poor in the flesh, but rich in the spirit, right? So that's why we're not worried about 2/3 or worried about anybody else's opinion, okay? Because if we were to worry about 2/3 opinion or anybody else's opinion or seek validation from them, we'll fall out the truth. All right, you can't serve the Lord and serve the world, right? You can't be half and half, trying to seek validation from the Lord, but at the same time seek validation from this world. It don't work like that, man. That will never happen. All right? It's one other. Even the Lord said that. All right? Whether it be hot or cold. All right, so he posted a precept on here. 1 Corinthians 15 and verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Right? There you go. Be ye steadfast, unmovable. Right? You got to be firm in this thing like a boulder. Right? Not moving. Not moving to anybody's opinions or how they feel or how they look at you, right? Not giving a damn. It says always abounding in the work of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. Right? Always doing the work. That's what's gonna keep you in this thing, right? He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. So if you're always doing the work, you don't got time to care how somebody else feel. All right? You don't got time to seek validation from other people. All right? Seek validation of man. It says, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, right? So for as much as you know, right? The Lord didn't give faith to everybody else. That's why they don't believe how you believe. Right? So for as much as you know that the work that you're doing is not in vain, keep doing it. Right? That's the whole goal, is to endure, to keep doing it. And if you're seeking validation from other people, you're not going to endure. Okay? Get a quick precept. This is Matthew 24 and verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Right? Like I was saying, the goal is to endure unto the end so you can be saved. Right? Saved from what? The nukes, impending doom. Right? Saved from Jacob's trouble. Right? That's why we don't seek seek glory right now. Because we know the glory is going to come. Right? Scripture talks about much glory do not abide, roughly paraphrasing. Let me see. Second Esdras 7:42. He answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory doeth abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak. Right? So this present life, we're not going to get much glory here. Right? The glory is going to come. Right? In that day. Right? When we have the wisdom and knowledge. Right? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Right? Wisdom maketh a man face to shine. Right? So all that's when that glory is going to come. Because they know that your work was not in vain. They see it. Right? It's going to be evident. The Lord's going to make it evident. Right? Everyone that's quote unquote somebody today, a celebrity, it doesn't mean nothing, because in the day of Jacob's trouble, they're going to be nobody. All right? They won't have anything. They won't have them riches and treasures. Right? The money, it won't matter. None of it will matter in the times we're coming into. Right? What's going to matter is what you did for the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. Okay? This is 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Right? And that's what we're doing. Right? Going out to the byways and highways. Right? Speaking prophecy unto Jake. Right? Until you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? And the Lord said he'll put those words in our mouth, right? It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true, right? Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, right? So we don't fear what Jake think. We don't fear what Esau think, right? How they feel, right? Their unbelief, right? Scriptures tell us to don't let it trouble us, right? Don't let it get in our heads, right? Because that's just a form of Satan trying to sift you out, right? It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, right? So if a nigga don't believe, he's going to die in that unbelief, right? That's why we don't care, okay? All we can say is we told you, right? So keep enduring to the end, so you can be saved. He that endured to the end, the same shall be saved, right? Keep pushing, and don't let the incredulities of thee trouble you, right? Don't seek validation from these Jakes or anybody, because you're not going to get it, right? And if you do get it, you don't got the validation from the Lord, right? So that was the point, Lord's will. This lesson was edifying unto the hopeful elect, listening and watching in truth and sincerity. Until next time, shalom.